Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everybody out there. Hi, Brittany in here.
Hey.
Hi. Long time no see. It's so weird having you behind me. Welcome. My phone's crooked. That's fine. That's about right. Welcome, you guys, to the Christel Crawford Show. I'm going to fix my phone because I'm OCD. That's right. You're welcome. What are we here for?
Foundation, apparently.
So, everybody here, we're in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. I think I say that wrong. Can somebody? Saskatchewan. There. That's where we are. This is day 4 of Foundation with all of these crazy, beautiful people. And so I coerced them with alcohol.
There's people in the back row that were hiding.
These guys are backseat bus riders. Hi, guys. To come chat with me a little bit about the class that nobody knows how to talk about. So I thought I'd ask them a question nobody can answer. That's because I'm awesome. No, but the one thing I thought I would ask you guys is a question that I got asked about a number of other classes that I didn't know how to talk about, which was, it was great because it got me to look at like there's always seems to be like one moment that kind of sticks out in a class, that was like the pivotal thing or the thing that just you kind of keep remembering as one of the changes. And so that was my question, is like, was there one thing that sticks out to you about what this class changed for you? Does anybody want to just dive right in?
So for me,
Yes.
it was,
I'll just hold this.
it's never as it seems. It's always opposite of what it seems.
Yeah.
And we're never, ever, ever as fucked up as we think we are. Woo!
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever. You mean not ever?
Ever.
You never find one place where you're more fucked up.
We're good.
I love that. Anyone else get anything out of this class?
The biggest person fucking me up was myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So has that changed at all?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just moving.
Yeah. It's got wheels.
Marilyn is using it as a footrest.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Marilyn, was there anything that sticks out for you about this class?
It's sometimes very difficult to put into words, but this must be about my 5th foundation. And this time, though, I think we got down to a core of a thread that's been running my whole life. And from here on, hopefully the choices will be made differently to help create different things. And it's awareness, it's becoming aware of what things are driving us subconsciously that we aren't aware of. But then through the class, we gain that awareness, which is awesome. So what else is possible from here?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And go.
How's that for being put on the spot? Well, this is your first foundation, yeah?
It is my first foundation.
Did you come in with any expectations or any of that? Like, has this been different than what you thought? Is there...
Maybe not different. Looking for change. Realizing how... Just getting more awareness about how quickly I can change things. And that's just a choice. But really for the first time, acknowledging some of my gifts and
what
things,
are your gifts?
like just listening to the pings, actually doing something with them, because I've had quite a few even just in the 4 days. The flip side of whatever that fucking sorry
We don't cuss in this goddamn video.
everything, whatever that thing is,
Everything's the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing's the opposite of what it
yeah,
appears to be.
when people said that, I was like, yeah, what? I don't really. And then, so whatever's sticking in me, I'm realizing just like playing that loop, and then it's like, oh, just like that. Okay, it's changed. All right, perfect. Now what?
So when I first took foundation, I I mean, I got a taste of how fast the tools could be when I first got my bars run, and I got them run by a certified facilitator in London, Ontario, Juna Getter. And she told me when she was running my bars that we could just run bars, which is kind of what you do when you get you get your bars run, and you can just lay there and relax and receive. And she said, that's possible, but if you have questions, let me know. And I had so many questions. I wanted to change everything, my relationship, money, happiness, all the things. And so I got a taste of how fast change could be that actually stayed, that stayed different from that. And that's what really, really hooked me with Access Consciousness, and why I started, why I chose my first foundation. So do you guys, has change been fast in this, differently fast, or something else, or?
It's very spacious, very quickly, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. What's one thing that sticks out for you about?
Whatever I was putting a really charge to, like a chargy word or a chargy concept or a construct or whatever, I examine that a little more. It's not mine, and
Can you talk about it's not mine? What do you mean by that?
I'm just taking everything on because you're very perceptive, right, and aware. And so when you realize that you're aware, and you realize that you're picking up other people's stuff, it's really easy to pick up other people's stuff, and you take it as yours. So
you can choose to take it as yours,
and choose not to. Yeah, choose not to.
Give it up.
So how do you guys choose not to? What did you get out of that how you're aware of other people's stuff? What do you use to choose not to? What do you mean by that?
Who does that belong to?
Oh, well, how does that work?
Well, what is it, 95% of what we have from the neck up is not ours. And
except for this beautiful face.
Oh, okay. So if we, realize that things are coming up and it's kind of repetitious, who does this belong to? Who does this belong to?
Is it mine? Is it someone
mine?
else's?
Return to sender.
With consciousness attached?
Yes, please.
Why would you attach consciousness? I don't know. It's a little kinder than what it came to you
kindness.
with its unconsciousness.
Kindness is queen, king, whatever.
It's definitely a choice available.
It is.
Joy, did you get anything out of this class?
Just got to tell you, it's about choice. In case you haven't got that yet, and all your stuff. It's about choice. It's about choice. There you go.
End scene.
End scene.
Is there one thing that sticks out for you? You've taken a number of foundations too.
Yeah, this is my fourth foundation, but there's actually not one thing that sticks out of this class for me. It's just different. It's really different than the last foundation I was in, and I'm really enjoying it. I've enjoyed them all, but this one is just different. And in this one, I'm getting to see all the progress I've made through all the other ones, and it's really cool. And yeah, I really I'm enjoying that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes. What did you get out? Is there one thing that sticks out?
I have a group of friends that if I commit a crime, they've got my back. And it's okay.
That is awesome. We won't tell you the backstory on that one. Just know that it's good. That is all. This is back there. Hilda, what sticks out for you about this one?
The biggest thing I think for me is that I'm more powerful than I've ever acknowledged that I was. And that a lot of what's sticking me in my life, I've created. And I don't need to know why I've created it. I just have to be prepared and willing to let that go. And so I've had some physical symptoms going through this class, which I didn't have in my first foundation class. But, when I'm okay with just releasing that, and it just dissipates, and to be okay with that just dissipating, and trust that I'm going to be, and already am, better on the other side of that.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything any of you guys would say, access consciousness is one of those big bodies of tools that's really hard to talk about, and I know we've talked about how hard to talk about it is, is there anything that any of you would say to anybody looking at an access class?
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Waste
No
money.
going
I
back.
dare you.
Don't have any fun. Won't learn shit.
Stop it, don't
Nothing will
go.
change.
Nothing will change. It's terrible.
Cut the grass, weed the garden, it'll be much better.
There you go. Words of wisdom. Well, we may keep this really short and sweet. I really just wanted to give you guys a sense of what it's, I mean, it's one thing to hear me talk about it. You know, I'm a certified facilitator and I look like this and I wear the, oh. I could talk about those in a second. It's another thing to actually, like, you know, there are real people, not me, but there's real people that actually just do this stuff and get a lot of change, and their phones go off in the middle of, you know, it's all normal shit. So anyway, if any of you guys are, you know, looking at doing a foundation, one of the things I know comes up for people that look at foundation is the price. Would you guys talk about that? Did you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me.
My very first day of my very first foundation, I think I was 20 minutes into the class, and I was like, "Wow, I've got my money's worth. I'm good."
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, the price doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm willing to pay whatever it is.
actually changes things.
It does.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all these other classes, which are, you know, it's all good, this frigging works and changes
Yeah, it
stuff.
actually works.
Straight up.
Right.
So the price is worth it. Like,
Right.
what are we worth? Like, yes.
Yes. What are we worth?
Let's be more, be greater.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much do I value myself?
Priceless.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it was funny. I saw some random post on Facebook yesterday, I think, and it was kind of looking at, like, you know, people talk about the price of foundation and what's the price of judging yourself, and what's the price of, you know, constantly making yourself wrong. What's the price of unhappiness? What's the price of being suicidal? And I was like, yeah, that. And then I was also like, when I went back and I looked at the math, just the math of like how much money I spent on psychologists and psychiatrists and the lady that I was seeing right before Access, it is like, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars. And literally in one 4-day class, I got all the tools that I needed to actually be happy. And I'd been seeing somebody for like 3 days a week for 2 years to try to do that. And before that was suicidal. And I was just like, there's just no, you can't put a price on that. So, like, would you guys have any, I don't know, advice or tools for people that are like, yeah, but I don't have the money or anything like that? Like, did anybody struggle with that coming in?
It always shows up. It always shows up. Make your choices. Don't second guess it. Just choose, and magically it shows up.
In my life, I've always found that if I really want something bad enough, I can always find a way to create that.
Yeah.
Whether it's a new hairstyle, a manicure, a pedicure, and a foundation class is absolutely no different.
Yes.
The only difference is it's continuing change that helps you feel good for the rest of your life, not just 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you willing to do to feel better, be happy, change your life?
Yeah. What's that worth? What would it take? That's what I discovered. Like, I didn't have the money when I first went, and I literally had that much room on my credit card, and I'm like, well, at the last minute, fuck it, I'm going. And I got so many tools. Like, I just look at where my life is now, and it's not the same life. So, is there anything else you guys want to throw in there just for fun? Did anything we didn't cover?
Just inviting more facilitators to come with all their magic to Swift Current in Southwest Saskatchewan to have more classes. Please join us.
And I want to give a shout out to all the facilitators out there who are currently facilitating that may not yet have jumped into facilitating, and really go, hey, there are so many cool people out there that when you're willing to say yes to a bigger life for you, get to have that magic that you are and get to have themselves. And so if facilitating is something that you've been like, I don't know if I... Just ask, hey, what will my life be like in 5 years if I choose this? And what will my life be like in 5 years if I don't?
But you won't have any fun.
No. And nobody here wants to be a facilitator.
We're no fun in Swift Current.
No. Anyway, so...
Get out of my head!
That's been happening for the last 4 days. I'm so grateful for you guys. And if you are looking for a foundation, there's one in Napa with me and Heather Nichols and Stephanie Richardson. Holy shit, that's funny. No brain. Happening on Friday in Napa. And there's 611 certified facilitators all over the world, everywhere, doing foundations. So if you don't have one near you, go bug somebody and ask them to come to you. And what else is possible?
I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
See you guys later. Thank you guys.